Thank you for watching. This is my AxialFest 2018 build. This started out as a Jeep Cherokee ready to run. I didn't bother to unbox that thing. You know what those trucks look like. You've already perhaps seen me unbox one on this channel as well. I have one of those trucks. Ran it for a really long time in basically a stock form. It did excellent. Afterwards I changed it to a Ford body, painted a Puerto Rican flag on it and an American flag on the front. Perhaps you remember that one. That was like my camera truck. Afterwards I changed it out to a Toyota SR5. And that's also the body that's currently still on there. It's just that entire frame has become so sloppy over time that I wanted to start fresh with this year's build. So new body, completely new truck, new wheels and tires as well. And I took all that stuff off immediately just because I want to have something that is a tiny bit different, a tiny bit personalized for AxialFest 2018. So currently it's Sunday. I don't have a whole lot of time not to make this video, so it won't be perfect, and I don't have a lot of time to do this paint job either, because I need to board the plane on Tuesday, hopefully arrive in Cisco Grove by Wednesday, just in time for AxialFest 2018. But I do want to show you some of the things that I did to this truck so far. I kept the stock front and rear bumpers. I also kept the stock rock sliders. I did modify the front bumper just a tiny bit, and I also put an RC four-wheel drive barn winch on there, just a tiny bit, period correct. It goes well with that Chevy C-10 body that I put on there. This is a Proline Chevy C-10 body. You may have seen a few of those out on the trails already, because these are really popular. I also put in a drop pad. This is actually 3D printed, so this is a drop pad from Shapeways. And that's also why the entire front end is missing. This is Night Customs from Shapeways. I also have like an entire rack and whatnot, but you will see that a tiny bit later. I have the front grille section designed by RC Nerds with those headlights and everything. Looks insanely detailed, very cool. Also have a lot of additional pieces that I can use on a Chevy C10 body. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that on this one, just because it still needs to fly halfway across the globe, and I'm not sure how it's going to survive with all those quite fragile 3D printed parts. So for now, I think I'm going to keep it pretty simple. The paint job is also going to be quite simple. Like I said, this is a Proline Chevy C10 body. If you're in the Proline Racing web store, go check out the link in the description box. There's a code HemiStorm10 that can save you 10%, which is of course awesome. You can buy more coffee and stuff like that. These inner fenders as well. These are Night Customs from Shapeways. These are originally intended for this Jeep Cherokee body, but I found out that they also fit this Chevy C10. So don't be shy in trying stuff. Just give it a whirl and see how it goes. I took the stock ESC out and replaced it, of course, with the Mamba X. This is my the ESC that I run in all of my crawlers. With a Slate motor. This is a 2850 kV. This is my preferred kV in these rigs. If you're running a lot heavier, then you might want to consider getting a 2280 or even a 1900. But for me, the 2850 is actually pretty much perfect. Running a 3800 in my bomber, and well, combined with a Mamba X, you have so much adjustability. Also on the fly with like the aux wire, which allows you to basically adjust your drag brake on the fly. I also put the new B-Link in here, so you can actually adjust a ton of your settings. Where you used to need a Castle Link and a laptop, you can now do that from your phone in case you have an iPhone. Android is coming, so all of that stuff is all updated. Put some really cool wheels and tires on here. These are Proline Hyrax tires, the smaller size one, because they have two sizes in the 1.9s. Not sure what the outer diameter of it is. Not bothered to check that out either. I'm pretty sure that you can do the research on their website. And these are Vanquish rims. I think they'll look really nice. I will also sort of determine what color scheme I'm going to go with for that body. Yeah, so well, that's it so far. This was not a whole lot of work. This is not like a spectacular build, but it is definitely a build that I'm going to have a lot of fun with out on the trails. For now, I'm going to move to stage 1 of painting, which is going to be gunmetal, because the entire background is going to be gunmetal. After that, we're going to move to black, but we will just see how it goes as we progress. first two colors are on. You can also use one color if you want to sort of make it easy for yourself. I chose to go with a darker gunmetal in the bottom, PS23, and then a bit lighter gunmetal on the top. So that's a PS63 from the top of my head. The 63 is actually a brand new light gunmetallic from Tamiya. I've really enjoyed working with that color in the past couple of bodies right now, so I'm also using it in this one just because I really like the effect. Using two colors, it's not like a huge tint difference, but it does make a tiny bit of a difference, and it is an extra effect. You will notice it once it's done. Next stage is going to be black, so I'm going to paint all the window beads. So I'm going to peel those out first. I'm going to paint these bigger sections around the scallops. I'm also hoping that by then the sun has set efficiently or sufficiently enough for me to actually go inside and not be eaten by mosquitoes over here, and finish it up indoors. All of the black is on. This is not like a really heavy coat or whatnot. I'm now going to peel out these scallops. These scallops are going to be painted like a burgundy, like the red that I have on those anodized rims of the car that is still standing outside. I needed to test out what type of color I actually wanted to end up with. So I did a few tests. That metallic red is a tiny bit of a bitch of a color because it's a bit purplish, and it doesn't quite match the anodization of those Vanquish rims that I got. So what I ended up doing is a PS15 and a PS2 red from the top of my head, painted up behind it, and that I backed again with a black. So I'm not too concerned with the opacity of this black so far, because I'm going to back that with some more black. That was a tongue twister. After that I'm going to peel out these pinstripes, see what I want to do over there. Maybe some light blue, something crazy. You can almost hear you think, damn Chris, it gets really light out there in the middle of the night. But in fact it is Monday currently, so I actually got some sleep. Finished it up today. So this is all good to go. Pretty happy with the way that this turned out. Tomorrow I'm going to get on the plane to AxialFest, where I'm going to be running this truck. I'm so looking forward to it. It's going to be such a lot of fun. I think I don't have to explain the last few steps. Of course, champagne anodized aluminum. Of course, still bad at muting my shit. A lot of black. I also put some flat clear on the outside of the body. Just I don't know, give those scallops a tiny bit of an extra effect. Put an interior in there. This is actually the Proline Classic interior. I know that that steering wheel is way too shiny, and I know that that skater figure is really not done, but for now I just wanted to have something in there so it looks a tiny bit decorated. In the back, maybe you have checked out the Shapeways website and could not find this drop pad for the Chevy C-10. That is because this is actually for the Toyota SR5, so for the Hilux, whatever you want to call it, from Knight Customs. So if you check out the SR5 products that he has, that drop pad actually fits pretty perfect in a Chevy C10, along with this, I believe this is called a Slimline accessories rack or whatever. Pretty sure that you can find that as well in the Knight Customs, I almost said Knight's Customs, but Knight Customs web store over at Shapeways. Again, this is by RC Nerds, along with everything in the front. So the grille, the headlights, those upper, I don't know if those are indicator lights or fog lights or whatnot. All that stuff is also 3D printed. You can also find that at Shapeways. Well, and then I think I went over all the rest of the stuff, so you can check that out for yourself. Once again, if you are at the Proline Racing website and you want to have a 10% discount, I mean, who doesn't want to have that, right? HemiStorm 10 is your discount code. Also pass that along to your friends. If they do not want to listen to my foreign accent and whatnot, they can just use it without watching this video as well. You're not gonna get any trick questions to see if you watch the video from the start to the finish in order to use that code. So pass it around and make sure that people actually use it. I hope to see all of you people that's of course not going to happen, but I hope I'm going to see a lot of you people at AxialFest 2018. It's going to be an amazing event. I've seen some of the courses that they set out. Looks like a lot of fun. I hope temperatures are going to be as good as it currently is over here in Norway. And well, after that I will be back again with my regular schedule. It could be that I release one video in between. If you think, oh my god, Chris, you lost a whole lot of weight and you look really pale, then that could be because that's a video from back when I still smoked, and that's around March, start of March, when I painted the RC 4-wheel drive Tacoma body. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the box below. I will see you next week. Bye-bye. I'm so bad at muting.